All faithful, huh? For about 20 bucks shipped, depending on where you can get it, you can get yourself a Lee Universal decapping die. It's got a little collet here to help your pin slip, just in case you hit a berdan case or foreign object case. Hey, for 20 bucks, man, it was hard to beat that. The pin was a little leaves a little to be desired. You look at it wrong and it will bend on you. And then everybody, just get the squirrel daddy, just get the squirrel daddy. And then those will bend on you. The biggest issue with this guy, other than the soft tip pin, is this collet system here. You can never really seem to get it back into the same exact spot, really. It's always either too tight or too loose. Either false positives or bent pins. So, hey, listen, this has decapped many, well, not this one, but the series of decappers, many tens of billions of cases throughout its life. But just like everything, things need to be improved on. So what we have here is the FW Arms simple decapper. You'll notice it has no pin in it right now. I haven't put it in, but what we've done is we've given you a tool steel nose, we've given you a nut, and we're giving you a collet system as well. Nice thing about our collet system is it will just slip the pin in there. If you get it loose here, pin just goes right in. There we go. And it stays there. While you adjust, you don't have to worry about it slipping out, so it's nice. The pins are double-ended. We have a pin tip on both ends. And we have them in small diameter tips as well. So for you guys that are doing 1.6 millimeter. So this cap will come all the way off here. And you see that we have laser engraved some lines here. We have a laser engraved some lines on this, as well as the cap. You'll see why in a second. But we got a matching taper there for the collet. So we'll throw that guy on there. And to set this, I'm just going to take where the shaft meets the radius, where it starts to cut into the pin tip there. And I'm just going to put that flush with the top of the collet. And I'm just going to get it hand tight for now. And what we'll do is we're going to try to match up, see which line here matches up the best. And maybe we should do that when we put it in the machine. So we're going to set this the same way that we would set any other decapping die of this nature. And that's about how much pin sticks out. So you got about, I don't know, 300 thousandths. If you want, you can pop this guy open and push him through a little bit more if you like. Not a problem. You got the length of pin. So we're going to screw this down until the nose taps the plate. And we're going to back it off just a bit so we're not ramming our plate every time. We're going to screw our nut down, and then I'm going to give our 1-inch flat nut a nice little snugging. I'm going to reposition the camera here, and I'm going to show you the collet system and how it is designed to work. All right, we are back, and we are going to set the torque on this nut. Now you'll notice that we have some lines laser engraved in the cap, and I think there's 5 of them around here. Anyway, there are 15 of these little individual lines on the die. This is still hand tight here, so what we want to do is we're going to hand tighten until we see one of the lines around here line up pretty good with one of the lines on the die. This is sort of like how a vernier caliper works. And what we're going to do is you can take a 7/8 end wrench here, and we've kind of figured out that 2.5 lines, so if you move this line 2.5 of these lines, it gets you about 7 pounds of torque. And that works pretty well for allowing the pin to slip in a berdan case and decap even your heavy crimp Lake City. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 2.5. All right. So we are going to zoom out a bit here, and we are going to watch this guy slip. So this is a 308 berdan case. What is that? HP head stamp? All right, anyway, it's a berdan, you'll see here. So we have our nut engaged, and we are going to slip the pin here. You can see it slips just fine, and the pin will not be damaged. I can tell you that right now. We'll go ahead and just slip it out of there. I'll go ahead and bring this down so you can see what's going on. We'll slip this guy out of there. Sometimes you have to break the taper on these guys. We encourage you not to take the nut off. We encourage you not to take the collet out of the nut. So you can see that the pin tip, it's just fine. This is the same alloy steel that we use on all of our other decapper parts for tips. All right, so we go ahead, hand tighten it to our line there, and 1, 2, 2.5. So you get a consistent torque, so you know where you are. So we'll just take that case again, and we'll go in there and slam it on there. Oops, sorry there. And we'll come back up, take that guy out. Obviously, he's not decapped. Bring this guy down here. Take our wrench again. Unscrew him. Push him back down. And tighten him up again. 1, 2.5. Start at 2.5 and work with it at that setting until you find brass that it gets a false positive on. All right, so I got some Starline 6.5 Creedmoor here. It's not crimped or anything, so it comes out pretty easy. We'll just pop that out. And got another one here, like that. So we're doing good here. Not a problem. And you're coming along, you got a range pickup or whatever you're processing, and bam, you got your berdan, and it slips. So the cost on this unit. So we get you the tool steel nose piece. So when your brass comes in like this and sideways, it's not going to smash up the end of your decapping die. You get the improved collet system. You get 2 of these double-ended pins, so you're getting 4 tips total. You get a nut, and we're going to send this to $35 shipped. So you'll get the shipping included. So for basically another $15, you're getting an extra 3 tips compared to your old school Lee die. We kind of wanted to get into that market for the individuals who are just getting started, and it'll save them some frustration on a decapping die for, just getting in. So you're $35, you're in for 4 tips and a superior decapping die. That's not too bad. We're going to have these on the site, link in the description below. And we've gone very simple on this. So the packaging is simple. The presentation is very simple. So don't expect your iPhone presentation on these. They're designed to be very affordable, lots of bang for your buck, and just get the job done. So again, if you're just doing some pistol, you're cranking away on your press by hand, and again, you're just getting started, this is a great idea, great gift idea for people that that are just getting started. I think this can really bring a lot of added durability and value over your standard Lee Universal, which has kind of been the go-to decapping die that people have been talking about for umpteen years. So the pins are better than any other aftermarket pin in its style. But yeah, I think it's a great value. You should definitely check it out if you're in the market for a new decapping die of a simple kind. Couple things, you're going to have to maintenance these things a little bit more. There's no Cerakoting on these. Little spray of oil right on there. Rub it on the bare steel, and you'll prevent rust. And this will last you years and years and years, and you'll be able to give it to your kids, your grandkids. When you're done with it, you can pass it along. It should stand the test of time. So again, $35 shipped. You're going to get 2 pins. You're going to get 2 of these double-ended guys. So you can't beat that. Oh, and the 5 packs of these pins are $35. So that's $3.50 a tip. That's not too shabby. I don't think you're going to beat that with your Lee Universal or even your Squirrel Daddies. And these will vastly more durable than both the Lee and the Squirrel Daddy. So check it out, guys. Links in the description. Thanks for watching.